Today, the world mourns the loss of a man who changed the way we think about justice. Judge Frank Caprio, the Rhode Island jurist who became a global symbol of kindness in the courtroom, has died at the age of 88 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. His passing leaves behind not just a community in sorrow, but millions across the globe who came to know him as the nicest judge in the world. Frank Caprio's life is proof that greatness can be built from the humblest of beginnings. Born in 1936 in Providence's Federal Hill neighborhood, he was the son of Italian immigrants. His father worked as a fruit peddler, his mother as a homemaker, and together they instilled in their children the values of hard work and integrity. Young Frank took on jobs as a dishwasher and a shoe shiner, small but vital contributions that helped his family make ends meet. These early experiences, grounded in community and responsibility, would shape his worldview forever. In high school, he wasn't just a diligent student. He was also an athlete, even winning a state wrestling championship. That mix of determination and discipline became a trademark of his character. And while some people might have let modest beginnings limit their vision, Frank Caprio saw them as a foundation on which to build. After graduating, he enrolled at Providence College, where he earned his bachelor's degree. Education wasn't just a ticket to a career for him. It was the key to empowering others. While studying, he developed a passion for teaching and later taught American government to high school students. At the same time, he pursued a law degree at Suffolk University, attending classes at night while holding down a job during the day. On top of all of this, he served in the Rhode Island Army National Guard from 1954 to 1962. These years showed his remarkable ability to balance service, learning, and responsibility, an ability that defined him throughout his life. By the 1960s, Frank Caprio was stepping into public service. He was elected to the Providence City Council, where he quickly built a reputation for his dedication to the community. Unlike many politicians focused solely on advancement, Caprio was known for his hands-on approach. He listened to his neighbors, responded to their needs, and never forgot where he came from. This wasn't about power. It was about service. But it was in 1985 that his career took the turn that would make him an international figure. That year, he was appointed to the Providence Municipal Court. For most, it was a small court handling traffic violations, parking tickets, and minor infractions. But in the hands of Judge Caprio, it became a stage for something much greater. Over the next several decades, he would transform the image of justice, not with grand legal reforms or landmark rulings, but with everyday compassion. In his courtroom, no person was invisible. He listened intently to single mothers, trying to explain why they couldn't pay a fine, to elderly residents struggling to navigate life on fixed incomes, to immigrants unfamiliar with the system, and to parents bringing children into the room with them. He made each person feel seen, and he judged not just by the law, but by the circumstances that shaped each individual case. One of his most famous sayings was, "I don't wear a badge under my robe, I wear a heart." And time and again he proved it. It was this philosophy that gave rise to Court in Providence, the local television program that documented cases in his courtroom. What began as a small project exploded into a global phenomenon. Clips from the show went viral on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Billions of views later, Judge Caprio had become a household name far beyond Rhode Island. Viewers saw moments of pure humanity. In one clip, he allowed a young boy to help decide his father's fine, turning what could have been a tense moment into one filled with laughter and connection. In another, he dismissed a fine for a struggling parent, acknowledging that sometimes life leaves people with impossible choices. These cases were small on paper, but to the people living them, and to those watching around the world, they revealed the possibility of a justice system built on understanding. Caprio's fame was unique because it wasn't built on celebrity or spectacle. It was built on decency. He showed the world that justice could be firm, but kind, lawful, but empathetic. He offered a vision of authority that didn't demean, but uplifted. In a time when distrust of institutions was rising, Judge Caprio stood out as a figure of hope. But his impact wasn't limited to the courtroom or to the screen. He poured his energy into education, creating scholarships for underprivileged students, and supporting causes that opened doors for young people. He was awarded multiple honorary degrees and received national recognition but he always remained grounded. For him, helping one student succeed was as important as any accolade. Beyond his public role, Caprio was deeply devoted to his family. He was married to his wife, Joyce, for nearly 60 years. Together, they raised 5 children, welcomed 7 grandchildren, and even became great-grandparents. Family gatherings, faith, and tradition were central to his life. Despite his fame, he always described his family as his proudest achievement. In 2019, he stood on the pitcher's mound at Fenway Park to throw the ceremonial first pitch for his beloved Red Sox. It was a moment of celebration, a reminder that even judges who touched millions could also be fans with simple joys. Then, in December of 2023, Judge Caprio revealed that he had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. With characteristic honesty, he shared the news publicly, asking for prayers and strength from those who followed his journey. In May of 2024, he announced he had completed radiation therapy, but the fight was far from over. Even in his illness, he remained the same man the world had come to know: humble, courageous, and hopeful. In the summer of 2025, his condition worsened. From his hospital bed, he recorded a final video message, speaking directly to the people who had supported him. He asked not for sorrow, but for prayer. He asked that people remember him with kindness, just as he had tried to give kindness to others. On August 20th, 2025, Frank Caprio passed away at the age of 88. He was surrounded by a family and remembered immediately by millions. Rhode Island's governor ordered flags to half-staff in his honor. Tributes poured in from celebrities, community leaders, and everyday citizens. Across social media, people from dozens of countries shared how his courtroom clips had inspired them. Some said he made them believe in fairness again. Others said he reminded them of a father or grandfather. For many, he was simply proof that good people still exist in positions of power. The legacy of Judge Caprio is not measured in the number of fines he issued or the cases he heard. It is measured in the lives he touched and the example he set. He showed that justice doesn't have to be cold or cruel. It can be thoughtful, compassionate, and deeply human. He made it clear that authority can uplift rather than diminish, and that kindness can echo further than punishment ever could. As we reflect on his life, one truth becomes clear. Judge Frank Caprio was more than a judge. He was a teacher, a mentor, a community leader, a husband, a father, a grandfather, and a friend to millions who never met him. He embodied the idea that justice with mercy is not weakness, but strength. Today, we say goodbye to a man who turned a small municipal courtroom into a beacon of hope for the world. We say goodbye to a leader who made us laugh, who made us cry, and who reminded us that everyone has a story worth hearing. Judge Frank Caprio wore a robe. He carried authority, but more than anything, he wore a heart, and for that, he will be remembered forever.